All right, I'm going to pause this. So I wanted to kind of show you guys what I'm working with here. I am recreating a scale model of a fire truck out of Lego, and it's going to have light modules on it. And I wanted to create a simple sound module that I could put onto the truck, and I could play music from a YouTube source, an mp3 source. And I didn't really find a whole lot of helpful information on YouTube. So I wanted to put this briefly together, and hopefully this can help somebody in their processes. So basically what I've got here is everything that I've ordered here in this setup came from Temu. I'm sure that you can find all of these components on Amazon or find them online at your favorite non-Radio Shack type warehouse. But I'll go through the components here, and I didn't have to weld up anything, or solder up anything. It was pretty much just plug and play. And this is really, really handy if you have a diorama, if you have a scale model that you're going to put something into, if, say, you're going to do some war sounds in a background and you can grab those from an MP3 format, like off of YouTube. You can take a video off of YouTube and you can download that into an MP3 format, then this would be able to play that. But it'll give you an extra little punch because you'll now have audio instead of just lighting. So let's go through the components real quick. Like I said, all of this stuff can be sourced off of Temu for pretty cheap, and this is just what I'm using. This guy right here, this is a voltage modulator, if you will. Basically what it does is it's a circuit board that plugs into a USB, and utilizing this little screw knob right here, it allows you to have anywhere from 0 up to 12 volts. There is a hardwire option on this to go up to 24 volts, but I haven't messed with that. But generally what I've been using this module for is to power up LEDs on dioramas. So I wanted to find out if this would work on a speaker system as well, and it does. I am running this module that is an MP3 module off of 4.7 volts. And so the wiring that's coming down into this module, when you purchase the module, it should come with several of these connectors right here. There's 3 of them that came with this one. And so this one would go to the LED setup right here. I don't exactly know how the LED works because I haven't messed with it, but I'm just showing you what works for me for audio, since I'm putting a speaker system into a scale model. So you could use like an RC vehicle. You could use a setup like this to put in engine sounds or tire screeching or what have you. The sky's the limit. So basically, when you get your module, there's going to be 3 connectors on the back. You can see the wires coming from the modulator up here, the voltage regulator that comes down into the module, and it plugs into the red connector port, if you will. And then the other ports, you're going to have LED, and you're going to have 2 speaker. And everything on here, when you buy this, it's all explained in the instructions that they send with it. And you can see you can plug in a USB, you can plug in a TF card, you can hook a battery up to this, a 3.3 to 5 volt battery. I'm not doing that, but that is coming from the red port in the back. I'm actually using that as a solid state voltage for DC. And you can, like for example, what I'm doing with this one, instead of using the USB terminal, I'm using the TF terminal, and I just have a really small flash card that you would use in like a camera or a, what do you call those when you've got a dash cam, excuse me. So the same card that goes in a dash cam would fit in this. This is a micro USB charging port up here. If you are using the 3.3 to 5 volt battery, then you would use that charging port right there. And then you've got a mic jack and an on-off switch. And you can see on the settings here that you can change your volume. You can change if you've got Let's say you've got several different signals that you're going to be putting out of this. For example, you've got a crossing gate, or you've got some fire equipment, stuff like that. This module will play whatever's on that card, but it will also allow you to change from MP3 to MP3 depending on what you've got programmed onto that card. So you could have something, for example, on like an hour loop. So we'll flip this card back over here. And you saw in the instructions, this is exactly the way this is set up. If you look up MP3 playback module on Temu or Amazon, you should be able to find something similar to this. This one here works really well. I've tried several different ones to where I ordered them, and for one reason or another, either I didn't get the sound output, and I haven't really gone into some of these other modules. I believe this is an amplifier, and this is some type of an amplifier, but I haven't really worked with these yet. I'm just showing you something that you can use on a diorama or a rail set that you can use that's easy, plug and play, very simple. So the way that I have this set up here, I got a USB 2.0 adapter to where I plug my memory card into here, plug that into the computer, and I have taken some MP3 audio files off of YouTube using some free software that anybody can download, and I have put those onto this little memory card right here. This guy here, this module, is then hooked up to my speakers that goes around, loops under, and comes over here. And I haven't even soldered these up yet, but I just wanted to give you kind of an idea sound quality wise as to what this is, because initially when I hooked up an idea into Google for trying to find something for a fire engine, you know, it gives you a lot of those sound modules that come with preloaded fire truck and police sounds that don't really sound authentic. So with this one, I can really get a variety of different sounds and sound quality out of it. And like I said, I'm still kind of learning how to use it here, but when you power it on, music, it'll let you know that it's on, and then it'll automatically start playing as to whatever file it finds first. So here we've got a audio file to where some firefighters are responding to the house fire. Apologies, I'm a little under the weather right now. But this allows you to actually download the audio file from a YouTube video, and you can download it onto your flash drive, your memory card, and you can play it directly from that. And if we want to change songs, press that. There we go. Okay, so you got kind of the idea there. And then this is just a real simple 4 ohm, 3 watt speaker. Excuse me. From Temu. It's not very high dollar, but pretty good quality. So, all right, that concludes the video. I hope you guys, this gives some help. And if anybody has any questions, please give me a shout. I appreciate it.